Text, Maralee Mitchell, class of 20, woman on campus.
Hi, it's Maralee. One of the most unique and rewarding aspects about Simmons is its woman-centered environment.
Young women wearing lab coats and safety glasses sit around a table covered with test tubes and open books. Groups of young women sit at tables in a dining hall typing on laptops and chatting.
When John Simmons founded the university in 1899, he did so with the intent of providing women the education and tools they needed to seek fulfilling careers and live independent lives.
A woman presents a scientific poster at a poster session.
This week, I sat with members of our community to talk about the advantages of an education at Simmons today.
Text, Diane Grossman, professor and chair, Women's and Gender Studies.
For me, a women's focused or a women's centered education means something really different from what traditional co-ed institutions do.
Text, Alexus Cruz, class of 20, Biochemistry, student body president.
Women-centered at Simmons means providing a space that empowers women, but not necessarily restricted to women. It can be anyone of any gender identity.
Text, Paola Birreil, class of 23, Biology.
My high school was completely co-ed. It was more guys than girls. I talk a lot, like I've always talked a lot, and I've never been really shy, but we always had discussions in my classes, and I felt like I would never talk as much when there was guys because it felt they would in a way silence you. Being here, I felt like you're always being heard and that you're not being judged by everything that you're saying.
Text, Vanessa Bruce, class of 09, co-founder at DOE.
I didn't realize how much of an impact it would really have on me to be in a women's focused environment. The way that I found my voice, I was very shy in high school, in middle school.
A woman sits on a couch and reads a paper on her laptop.
And Simmons actually really empowered that voice while I was here.
I went to a women's college as an undergraduate, but I would say it was not women-centered or women-focused. In 4 years, I had one female professor. Simmons is very different. It's not just that we're women-centric or women-focused, it's also that we have women who are leaders at every level of the administration.
Text, Katie Conboy, provost and senior vice president.
I think it's really clear as well that the tilt toward a female faculty is an unusual thing, and it's something that, especially in fields where men have dominated, STEM disciplines, business disciplines, it's important. And then to look at the leadership of the institution, which at this moment is 100% women.
I feel like the moment that I started, I've been encouraged by all my professors and other students.
A professor and student look at photographs of women together.
And I feel I have a voice.
The undergraduate body is an ideal size. It's not so small that you feel like you see the same spaces over and over and over again. And students can also rise in terms of leadership positions, in terms of organizational activities and responsibilities.
Went to Rutgers University and wanted a smaller learning environment, something that felt more like home. And I can tell that the level of dedication from all professors is just unmatched at different schools.
I like to say that our faculty here are great scholars and researchers as well as wonderful teachers. They're in the classroom, they're supervising internships, they're mentoring students, they're doing bench research with students, and they're really available to students in a way that folks at large research universities, for example, would not be.
There is a high rate of student participation in class, and it's great because it translates into internships and jobs. So if you're comfortable asking a question in one of your courses, you're going to be more comfortable asking a question in any internship or job that you get.
We like to talk about intersectional theory and about the ways that our identities are constructed not just in terms of gender, but also in terms of race and ethnicity and age and class and religion.
Simmons has given me the space as someone who identifies as non-binary, so it makes me really proud to be part of the community. We are really empowered to take on greater leadership positions once we get into the workforce.
I started out in startups as a product designer. There was transparent pay and the idea that I wasn't being valued as much as my male coworkers.
Text, Vanessa Bruce, class of 09, co-founder at DOE.
And I took the tools I learned from Simmons and started to build a team that feels empowered at DOE. And at DOE, we're all about empowering everybody to shop from women-owned businesses in order to uplift women so that we can have more representation in the C-suite and beyond. It brought me right back to being a Simmons student and realizing that those values came full circle that were instilled in me here.
Women who leave here don't just enter into organizations but move fairly quickly into leadership roles. I hope Simmons will continue to stake its claim as the preeminent developer of women for positions of leadership in the world, and I think it's something that we have a long history of, we have a public reputation for, and we have to be sure that our students get the benefit of all of that expertise as well.
If you're interested in Simmons or a woman-centered environment, make sure to follow me and subscribe below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, have a great week.
Simmons University, Woman on Campus, benefits of a women-centered education. Instagram, @Woman on Campus. Maralee Mitchell, 20.